Welcome to a world where animals talk and every little tale holds a timeless truth. Tonight, we begin our journey through Aesop's Fables. Gentle stories filled with wisdom, wonder, and lessons about hard work and patience. So snuggle in, close your eyes, and let the quiet magic of story time begin. Tonight's story is one of wisdom and seasons, about tiny ants who work hard, and a grasshopper who loves to sing. Let's listen closely to a tale that reminds us there's a time to play and a time to prepare. Now, settle in, close your eyes, and enjoy this classic fable, The Ants and the Grasshopper. One bright day in late autumn, a family of ants were bustling about in the warm sunshine, drying out the grain they had stored up during the summer, when a starving grasshopper, his fiddle under his arm, came up and humbly begged for a bite to eat. "What?" cried the ants in surprise. "Haven't you stored anything away for the winter? What in the world were you doing all last summer?" "I didn't have time to store up any food," whined the grasshopper. "I was so busy making music that before I knew it, the summer was gone." The ants shrugged their shoulders in disgust. "Making music, were you?" they cried. "Very well, now dance." And they turned their backs on the grasshopper and went on with their work. The moral of this story is, there's a time for work and a time for play. Thank you for listening to this tale. Remember, balancing work and play helps us grow strong and happy. Now, let's listen to another story from Aesop's Fables. Our next story is about a clever crow who finds himself in a difficult spot on a hot, dry day. With no one around to help, he has to think carefully and stay calm. This fable reminds us that even when things seem impossible, a little patience and clever thinking can make all the difference. Let's listen to The Crow and the Pitcher. In a spell of dry weather, when the birds could find very little to drink, a thirsty crow found a pitcher with a little water in it. But the pitcher was high and had a narrow neck, and no matter how he tried, the crow could not reach the water. The poor thing felt as if he must die of thirst. Then an idea came to him. Picking up some small pebbles, he dropped them into the pitcher one by one. With each pebble, the water rose a little higher, until at last it was near enough so he could drink. The moral of this story is, in a pinch, a good use of our wits may help us out. Even when things seem hard or out of reach, a calm mind and clever thinking can turn the impossible into possible. Thank you for listening to this tale. Now take a deep breath Snuggle in a little more, and let your dreams be filled with wisdom and wonder. Our next story is about greed, and how wanting too much too fast can sometimes lead to losing everything. It's a tale of a simple man, a very special goose, and the golden eggs that changed his life. But as we'll see, not every treasure brings happiness, especially when patience is forgotten. Let's listen now to The Goose and the Golden Egg. There was once a countryman who possessed the most wonderful goose you can imagine. For every day, when he visited the nest, the goose had laid a beautiful, glittering, golden egg. The countryman took the eggs to market and soon began to get rich. But it was not long before he grew impatient with the goose because she gave him only a single golden egg a day. He was not getting rich fast enough. Then one day, after he had finished counting his money, the idea came to him that he could get all the golden eggs at once by killing the goose and cutting it open. But when the deed was done, not a single golden egg did he find, and his precious goose was dead. The moral of this story is, those who have plenty want more, and so lose all they have. Greed can make us forget what truly matters. Sometimes, having a little each day is more precious than having it all at once. Thank you for listening to this tale. Let its quiet wisdom settle in your heart as you drift off to sleep. There are many more fables waiting for you, each one with its own little truth. Until next time, dream gently and sleep well, dear listener.